I wish I was there when Acer went into the room of engineers and was like, make the most powerful laptop ever. You could see them all like look at each other and be like, wait, what about portability, practicality, pricing? None of that matters. Just make something powerful. And then the excitement in the room as they all went off to go sketch things or whatever engineers do. And that had to be what happened with this laptop. It is a testament to what is technically possible in a gaming laptop today. And yes, it is for sale for about $9,000, and your average consumer is probably not going to look to actually buy this thing. So I'm not going to do a review. Instead, I'm going to do what I think a technical masterpiece like this deserves. I'm going to put it through its paces and see what those engineers were able to do. So first up, besides benchmarks, which don't worry, we'll get to, let's talk about some of the crazy tech they managed to squeeze into this behemoth. And it is a behemoth. Weighing 18.74 pounds and over 22 inches wide, it physically dwarfs every other laptop, period. But the impressive part of this is the fact that every millimeter is crammed with some form of tech or another. The bottom half has every port imaginable. One SD card slot, a headphone jack, microphone jack, 4 USB 3.0 ports, an HDMI 2.0 port, 2 display ports, an Ethernet port, and a USB 3.1 Type-C Thunderbolt 3 port. It also has not one, but 2 AC power ports for the 2 AC power adapters required to power this thing that can be held together with a nice rubber brace. In between all of these ports taking up every other inch of frame are air vents, which are connected to the 5 fans, 3 of which are Acer's new patented Aero Blade fans that are impressive in their own right, by the way, and 9 heat pipes used to keep this thing running cool. There's also 3-way sound with 2 tweeters, 2 mid-range speakers, and 2 subwoofers found under the laptop, all with Dolby Audio enhancements. Then at the front, when you think there's nothing there, there's even magnets to hold the included wrist rest that comes with it. The top half is no less packed with tech. The screen is a curved, yes, curved, 21-inch 2560 by 1080 display with a 120 GHz refresh rate and a 21:9 aspect ratio, which of course is laced with an LED backlit logo and strips along the sides. There's even Tobii eye tracking under the bottom of the screen, which can be used to control the mouse. You can actually hold your finger down on the trackpad while looking somewhere to get the mouse to jump to that location. It's kind of cool. But is mainly used for the over 45 titles to have HUD options fade in and out, place commands to target enemies, control the in-game camera and look around in the game with, and more. And because why not, there's also a 720p webcam at the top. The keyboard is a Cherry MX Switch mechanical keyboard. That is, of course, super clicky and is backlit and customizable with up to 16.7 million colors. There are 6 customizable keys to the left and a precision touchpad that magnetically attaches and can be flipped over for a number pad should you want to use an external mouse and have more keys at your disposal. Along the top, there's a window to show off some of the internals, including a fan lit up by an LED, and a large panel that can also be customized on ordering with country flags and different images. Cleverly though, this plaque is also an easy access panel to get to one of the 5 storage bays and 2 slots for RAM. You can get to the other RAM slots and 4 M2 storage bays by unscrewing the bottom of the laptop. Which brings us to what is inside this laptop and powering it. We have 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a 7th gen Intel Core i7-7820HK overclockable CPU, and not one, but 2 NVIDIA GTX 1080 GPUs in SLI configuration, giving you about 16 gigs of dedicated GDDR5X VRAM. Which brings us to the question of what can this loosely named laptop handle? So first, benchmarks. First up, the CPU is overclockable using the Acer included software, so we'll turn that all the way up. Also, the GPU as well. Second, I'm going to grab stats from the Predator 21X, but you can take these numbers from the test and compare them to other laptops online for yourself. Let's start with Geekbench 4. Then 3D Mark's most intensive test, TimeSpy. Then VR Mark's most intensive test, Blue Room. And then how about rendering 4 minutes of 4K footage out at the YouTube 4K preset in Adobe Premiere? Now let's try an actual game. You guys mentioned to me Witcher 3 as the game that I should test, so let's turn everything all the way up to maximum and play that for a sec. All right, no problem for the laptop. So how about we try that again while rendering that same footage from before out in Premiere. Okay, how about rendering that footage, streaming a 4K video on YouTube, streaming music from Spotify, running a VR game on max settings to the Vive that is attached, and playing Witcher 3 on max settings all at the same time. And yeah, no problem whatsoever. And there you go. For your average person, there's probably not much you could throw at this laptop that it couldn't handle. Now, it's also not a very practical laptop by any means, but it is a really interesting thing to see what is actually capable in a laptop right now, and I have to applaud the engineers at Acer. So one of the most exciting part to me about all this, at the rate the technology is advancing right now, I don't really think it's gonna be that long before we have the power like that in something more like this size. I can't wait. There you guys, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please thumbs up it or share it, it's greatly appreciated. If you want more videos like this, please check out my channel, and if you like what you see there, please subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications, the little bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Then you'll actually get to see my videos whenever I post them, and I really appreciate that. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think about this laptop, about the power, about all the things that we just talked about in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks for watching.